Hello and welcome to Pantheon Geeks. You join us for an unboxing video of the Deathrattle Barrow Lords. Not a new box set, and you're lucky when we get hold of one of these now. Well, so we actually picked this up in Games Workshop Southport. And what I was going to do initially, I was going to show you the next Age of Sigmar army that I was building, because my iron jaws are pretty much done. Just need a few more models and then finished off painting. If you saw the previous video on the Maw Crusher, you'll see we've got the main guy now, and hopefully we'll see some battles. But I always wanted to have a look at what army I was going to do next. I decided Death, because I think they're underrepresented. And I was going to do a set of unboxing videos, a bit like we did with the Sylvaneth and Iron Jaws. But Claire chose the Demons and stuff. And we've unboxed a lot of them already.
We have, yeah.
And if you've seen previously on our channel, we unboxed Nagash when he originally came out during the end times. And we also unboxed the Morghasts when he came out during the end times. And after I picked up a copy of the Legions of Nagash and had a look at it, I decided I'd take Nagash because he's awesome. Which led to me looking through my collection of undead stuff and realising I already had loads and loads of skeletons. And all I missed to make the cohort of Nagash was some Graveguard and some Black Knights. Hence the Deathrattle in front of you. Because we were lucky enough to find one, I said, in Southport Games Workshop. But there it is, and the cool thing about this is it's £40 and you get both box sets, and you also get another Barrow Lord. I'll say another one, I've got one already, but it's always good to have a couple. I might see if I can convert this guy up. I'm not decided yet. We'll have a look when we unbox it. But there we go, that's why we're doing a Deathrattle Barrow Lords. And so this is like the last part of my army. I've been furiously painting skeletons. And I've been furiously painting Morghasts. Just to prove it, there is one.
He looks awesome.
He looks pretty funky. And I've rebased Nagash, because if you've seen him on our channel before, he was on a nice big oblong base. That's gone now, he's on a circular base. I had to acquire some of those from Games Workshop as well.
And he's a lot happier.
He's a lot happier because he fits in now with everybody else in the army. So here we go, so let's unbox Deathrattle Barrow Lords. There is the back of the box. If you haven't seen this before, this was brought out as part of the Allies section when, I think it was last year now, when the General's Handbook came out. And we're allowed to take Allies. They brought out a lot of Allied boxes, this one being one of them. And another box that we're going to see unboxed soon is some of the Daughters of Cain, which we've also managed to get hold of, same place. So let's undo this. Let's turn that around. There we go. It's got a lot of sprues in here. Right. Let's pass that to yourself. So there is the sprue for the Barrow Lord. We've got some bases. We've got this with the Graveguard. The first time I've ever seen Graveguard, because it's one of the few units I've never put together. I'm quite excited to do that. That's more Graveguard stuff by the looks of it. I would say that is as well. We have shields, banners, Graveguard stuff. These will be the Black Knights. We've put together Hex Wraiths, so I have seen these sprues before, but those are the Black Knights. Oh, there we go. Those are the bases. There's one more in there.
You're hoping there is?
There. There we go. So we've got the instructions for the Wight King. I don't know, did we unbox him on the channel? Or is he old and
I think he's old and decrepit.
Remember, we're going to get another one. It'll be like his second attempt today. So there we go. So because I really want to do them, I'm going to do the Graveguard first because they're the ones I haven't done before. So let's get started. So into the instructions, and none of these are numbered, so there's no point in going through a numbering sequence for all this. So what we've done, we've just cut off the parts when you used to build the Sentinel first. Yeah, Claire's left a pile of swords there for no reason.
I just realised.
These guys are all going to have shields. So we're going to be going with the one-handed white blades, and we're also going to be going with the shields there. So we've got shoulder pads, which are cool. Body, yeah, that's a good point. That is the body.
He doesn't need a body.
So all these will go with any different type, so it doesn't really matter for the back and the front. You just need to choose a cool front for the leader. I think that's going to be that one. So body, front and back, which is going to go together. The difficult part with all skeletons is connecting the body to the torso, to like the pelvis part, because you have the bottom of the spine and the pelvis there. That's the weak point on all these joints. So you've got to try and make that strong. So the best thing to do is to literally glue these two parts together, glue it to that, and give it plenty of time to set. What you can do, if you've got a drill, you could drill that bit. I have done that with some skeletons that kept falling apart. I've pinned them back together again. And if you put a pin through that part there, it will help stability. And it is the only part you really need to pin. You can pin the arms on as well if you're being super careful. But I've never found that as big a problem as them splitting at this point. So we're going to go ahead, stick those two bits together, let that dry, plenty of time, and then we're going to stick the arms on, the shoulder pads on, head, and then the shield onto the arm as well. So then we should end up with Ascensional. This guy's got the two-handed weapon, which is awesome. And it was a real struggle to pick the shields over the two-handed weapons, but it really was, in the end of the day, a cosmetic choice. I think the two-handed weapons are probably better on the battlefield, because the shields just give them an extra save against non-rending weapons, so it's useful. It's not as useful as it could be because it's a save against everything. But we're going to go with shields because I like the look of the shields. This is purely cosmetic as opposed to battlefield. I think on the battlefield the two-handed weapons would be better. But there we go. I could build this because there's 10 guys. I could build 5 and 5, but I decided to make a unit of 10. That's more of a tactical decision, to be honest, because that one's getting wiped out. But then again, he's undead, so I can resummon them. But we shall see. So I'll stick this guy together. I'll let you know if there's any problems, and then we'll be back to go on to the next game. Okay, so those are the parts together for the Ascensional. Pretty straightforward, and that's pretty much how all these models sort of go together. You see that on that. There we go. It looks pretty cool. I do like these guys actually. There's a bit more going on than the standard skeletons. So next up we have the Hornblower, and then we have the Standard Bearer as well. So what I've actually done, I've taken all the remaining bodies and legs and stuck them together, like so for instance. The Standard Bearer and the Hornblower both have arms on this side with swords. I suppose you could use shields if you wanted to. I will give them swords just so it looks like they've got something to fight with. And then we'll attach the Standard to one and the Hornblower to the other. And all these models will go together pretty much the same way. So once they're together, we're just on to Standard Graveguard with shields. So the bodies as they are, heads, shoulder pads. And then I find the best way to do the shields is to actually just stick the hand on like that to start with. So then you've got that together, because trying to stick the shield on afterwards it keeps falling off. I find that a bit easier, so that's what I'm going to do. So now I'm just going to go ahead and stick everything else together and we should see the unit finished. So we also, there is a unit of the Graveguard. They are pretty simple to put together, very similar to skeletons. What we do have though is a lot more connection points. By that I mean there's like the helms, they've got these bits of chain that come down or bits of cloth. If you put some super glue behind that, it helps stick the head on, because that'll stick it to like the chest, or you can stick it on the edge so it sticks it to the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads themselves, as you can see, they sort of like stick onto the armour and stick onto the arms, so it'll help give them some structure. And again, with Standard Bearers like this guy, I'm probably going to put a weight underneath there. I need to find one, put it on, stop him from falling over like that. But with the Standard, and if you use like spears on skeletons, the best thing to do is to make sure you put some glue, and you make sure that Standard touches like the cloth or something like that and the base, just to give it some more support so it doesn't just fall off. But there we go, those are the 10 Graveguard. They're all on there. I think they were slightly easier to put together than normal skeletons, just because they've got so many contact points you can put bits of glue on. But there we go, they look pretty cool. I do like them. Looking forward to painting these guys. But that's it, that's them. So let's move on to the next model. I'm actually going to do the Barrow Wight next. So I'll move these guys out of the way. So here is the single sprue for the model. You can see there is a square base on that. I didn't actually get a base in the box. Or if I did, it must have fallen out because it was an open box. But the base we're putting them on is a 32mm base. The reason for that is because the other guy I've got is on a 32mm base, and all my characters are on 32mm bases. So he's going to look the same. There he is, those are the parts. So the base, I'm actually going to start with that. I'm going to clip that off. I should do that now actually. I've got some clippers. Because it's a square base. But we kind of need the detail that's on it, because part of his foot's on it. And if you look at the instructions in front of you, you'll see there's like a dotted little line there, which says to cut that bit off. Well, that's great. So how do you cut that bit off? Well, I suppose you've got a saw, you could use that, put it in a vise, saw it off. I'm just going to use these clippers. And I'm just going to go and clip around the edge. Like that. Now, you don't have to be too precise. All we're trying to save here is the foot, to be honest. So even if you lose a bit of the base, I'm going to be texturing around it anyway at the end and painting it in order to make this blend in. So it doesn't matter too much about being accurate with this. We're just going to literally tear off any of the excess stuff. The other thing you don't want to tear off is the foot, really. Like so. Not very neat, but there we go. And what I'm going to do later on when I get around to painting and basing, you can either use PVA glue and sand, or lots and lots of textured paint like I like to use. Just hump that stuff on, some blend it in. So the edges will be blended in then. So it doesn't really matter what the edges look like, they're all going to be blended into the base. So that's going to get stuck straight on there. As you can see, his little groove where his feet sort of fit onto, and you got his foot there. That's the important part to save. Although saving the skull as well is pretty cool. We'll get that glued together. In the meantime, we'll cut all the other parts off, and we can show you sticking the rest of them together. Okay, so here are all the parts. Super easy. We're going to stick on that bit onto the front, and then we're going to stick on that bit over the top, and then we're going to stick on the cloak around the back. There's a part there for it, and then we've got the other part of the cloak with the sword on, which will be around this side. It's just a case of putting those parts together, dead easy. So let's do that. And there he is, done. He's actually one of the easiest models to put together ever. You just literally put one piece in front of the other, done. There he is. So there we go. See from the top. He's still drying a bit, not let's run around, but there we go. Added him onto the base at the end. Done. Right. So now we can move on to the Black Knights. Okay, so here we have the two options. You've got the Hex Wraiths, which we built before, and you've got the Black Knights, which is 7 to 10, but if you open the first page, as it says there, full step 1 for all variants. So, you've still got to do step 1 first. So we've got these nice oval bases now, and we need parts 31, 34, which makes the horse sides there, and we need parts 38 and 37, which makes the head. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I believe, are they all just is the 5 the same for the horses?
Have a look.
Or are they different numbers?
No, they're different numbers.
Different numbers. So we'll start with 31 and 34.
Yeah.
Yep. If we go over to the Hell Knight, you can see it doesn't actually tell you how to build the horse. There's the horse. So you've got to follow that first step. So we'll put the horse together, and then we'll be back to carry on with the Hell Knight. Okay, so those are the horses together. Because you've got to stick them all together first. I thought I'll just do all the horses at the same time, get them put together. All the parts are interchangeable, aren't they?
Yeah, one thing I noticed, it says all the horses' halves, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 and 34 are all interchangeable. And it's the same with the heads, which is 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43 and 44. Any head can go on any body.
Yeah, so we just stuck all the horses together because you need to. And now we'll move on to doing the Hell Knight, is it? Right, so we'll get the parts for him. Okay, so here are the parts we're going to need. We need one of the horses. To make the Hell Knight, we need part 8, which is the sword there.
80.
80, I can't read upside down, sorry guys. 82.
That's 56.
Part 56, body. 71, the arm. Is that 77?
That's 77.
Is that the shield?
Yeah.
And the barding for the horse and the legs of the rider, which are 53 and 54. So the barding will go together, much like the horse did. There's two little things on there, which will little prongs, which will go onto the opposite side. There's also a little hole cut out at the bottom that fits on there. So you could, if you wanted to, leave these parts separate and paint them separate. I'm not. I'm going to put them all together and paint them together. I have no problem with that. But that's going to fit on top of that little nodule there. And then the body will sit directly on top of the legs. It's not like the skeletons. There's no little pelvis to sit on, so it should be a really good tight connection, that, to be honest. Arms go on, head goes on, shield goes on. Pretty straightforward. We'll come back with a completed Hell Knight. Okay, so there is the Hell Knight. It's pretty funky actually.
Cool.
That's the first of the knights. Then we have the Standard Bearer, so that's part 79 for the standard. Pretty cool. Part 61 for the head we're going to use. I suppose these heads and the bodies are all interchangeable, to be honest, and the arms and such like. But we'll just use the ones in here for now. That's part 57, the arms part 72, the shields part 75, and the barding 60, is that?
50 and 49.
And then we've also got the musician. The musician 63, the horn is 81, we got 58 for the body, 73 for the arm, 78 for the shield, 51 and 52 for the barding. And again, we're just going to pick a couple of horses. And I'm going to put these guys on. Now when I was putting the one on before, I found the best way was actually to glue one side onto this and then glue the other side on. Because you've got to get the barding underneath these little straps. So that was the easiest way to do it. Okay, so we'll stick these two together and then we'll be back. Okay, so one Standard Bearer. There he is. That's pretty cool actually. I like him.
Yeah, I like him. It's cool.
And we have one musician. God, he's laughing at me. We have one musician. There he is. So, if you didn't want to build the Standard Bearer, musician and leader, you could literally just build Black Knights with the barrel lances. So there are 5 options for the lances, 5 options for everything else, and the last 2 guys are just going to be made out of what's left, the coolest parts that we found, and we'll just stick them together exactly the same way. Helmet, body, arm, shield, done, barding, onto horse. Pretty straightforward. So let's do that, then we'll come back with the finished unit. Okay, so there are the finished knights. They look pretty awesome, to be honest. And we've got the Graveguard, and we've got the Barrel Wight there. So these are the last additions to my undead army. So I just need to paint these guys up. Then I can do a showcase, like all the other showcases I want to do with my Cardinal Overlords, which are done, and all my other models that I want to show you. We can do some showcases, and you can actually see them in action as well, because it'll be a 2,000 point first cohort army. So these guys are there to finish that off. So I'm going to get painting these as soon as this video is done and uploaded, and then we'll just see you for another video. But I think this is a great box set. If you're into Undead at all and you can still get hold of one of these, grab it. It's cheaper than buying the units separate. It's cheaper than buying these 2 separate, and it's like getting this guy free as well. So it's a really good starter for an army. It's a really good addition to an army. It's really good as the allies it was meant to be. And I wish Games Workshop do a lot more box sets like this. Sort of a discounted set of units. What do you think?
Oh, definitely, yeah. I think the nice little box sets. It saves money as well.
Yeah. That's always good.
That's always good.
Always
money.
Good. So next time I don't know what we're doing quite next. We do have the Daughters of Cain to unbox.
Mm.
we also have some Shadespire stuff.
We do.
Because I've got the rats and you've got the dwarves.
Dwarves, yeah.
So we're going to unbox them soon. And we also have the other two Harbingers for Malign Portents.
We do.
So that'll be the last of my undead characters as well to paint. I say that, I've got Ark the Black sat here next to me. I need to paint him as well.
I wonder why he was glaring at you.
Yeah, he is. And I've got a Vampire Lord as well. So it's not quite the last, but it's the last from my army that I've got. These are all extras that I've had for ages and need to paint. I'm decided I'm going to do it. Painting spree. Yay! Always good to have a painting spree. But for now, please like and subscribe. Helps out loads. And hopefully we'll see you again soon, guys.
See you soon.
Bye for now.
Bye.